Hi, I'm Ajeeth from Capshine. Today we're going to look at 10 idiomatic expressions you can use in your workspace. Idiomatic expressions are fixed expressions in English that have a meaning other than what it looks like. They may be difficult to begin with, but once you get them, they become a piece of cake. That's an idiomatic expression. Before we jump into examples and learn more about this, I want to introduce you quickly to our revolutionary Learn It Together English fluency program. We promise that this will get you to become a brand new you in 6 months or less. The Learn It Together program is easy, quick, fun, affordable, and effective. Great, let's get back to what we had in store for you. The first idiom we could look at is get something off the ground. When you get something off the ground, you make progress in it. You make sure that it's moving in the right direction. So a sentence could be, the project managers were frustrated because they couldn't get the project off the ground. Get something off the ground. The next one is keep someone in the loop. So if your manager tells you, hey, keep me in the loop about the new recruitments that are happening, it means while your manager is not directly involved, he or she would like to be informed about every progress and every piece of work that happens there. They like to be updated. Keep someone in the loop. Under the weather. If you're under the weather, it means you're sick or you're not feeling well. So if you're not feeling well, if you're running a fever or a cold, you don't have to write a lengthy mail explaining it. Just say, I'm feeling a little under the weather. I cannot join the meeting today. Let's circle back. Let's circle back essentially means that you want to get back to a point at a later time. So let's say you're in a meeting and something about recruitment comes up, but this is a sales meeting and your manager says, I know this is important, let's circle back to it later. What that means is that he wants to finish whatever he was talking about and then continue this discussion about recruitment at a later time. Let's circle back. A no-brainer. When something is a no-brainer, it essentially means that you don't have to use your brain at all to make this decision. It's so obvious. It's so simple. Like if you see a 80% discount on your favorite brand, it's a no-brainer. You're going to buy it, right? Speaking of no-brainers, let me introduce the Capshine learning model again. Through Capshine's revolutionary Learn It Together model, you get speaking opportunities, monthly fluency reports, an opportunity to practice and learn as a group, which is very important to build your fluency. You get customized feedback, a personal coach who will give you feedback on how to improve every week, every month. You get access to micro lessons, which will help you build your basics and your foundations. And also live classes that will build your overall foundations over a long period of time. Through this, you are bound to get very successful with building your English fluency. Let's get back to idioms, shall we? Don't have the bandwidth. When someone doesn't have the bandwidth for something, it means they already have a lot of complex things that they're working on, that their mind is already filled with a lot of things and they just can't make any more space in their head for another project. I don't want to take up the new project because I've already exhausted my bandwidth, or I don't have the bandwidth to take up any new projects. Don't have the bandwidth. Block out time. Now this is a very new concept, especially during pandemic, when you're so filled with so much work and you want to block out time to do something. For example, you want to exercise, personal time, or you want to work on a presentation and you don't want to get into a meeting during that time. Then you block out time. You segregate time for just something specific and you don't want to be disturbed for that. You block out time. Back to square one. When you're back to square one, it means that whatever effort you've taken, whatever you've done, you've not made any progress. You're back to the starting point. Irrespective of whatever efforts the project managers made and all the customers they acquired, they were back to square one when it came to retention. Very technical, but you get what I'm saying. Raise the bar. When someone raises the bar, they set a new standard. His new pitch was so amazing that he raised the bar on what presentations should be, to set a new standard, to set a really high standard for everyone else. call it a day. To relax, to say that I'm done with work, I've ended my day, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Call it a day. To end your work day or to end your day. Great! I hope you learned something new. I hope to see you use these workday vocabulary, workday idioms in your workspace as well. If you like the content, make sure you like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to go to capshine.com, download the app to get your 30-day free membership. Cheers!